Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are back with a part 2 of the video with Rishabh. We will be exploring a lot of things about data science, ML and AI. I hope you have watched the first part. I will put the link here in the video above. अगर आपने अभी तक नहीं देखा तो पहले part 1 देख लीजिए. Then we can continue with the part 2. We will be exploring the internships and the recruitment part in the part 2. We will be exploring what he's up to with his startup personate.ai. उसमें कौन सी ऐसी वर्ल्ड प्रॉब्लम है जो वो सॉल्व कर रहे हैं, व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट न्यूएंसेस एंड हाउ यू कैन बी अ गुड डेटा साइंस पर्सन, what your goal should be in your life when you try to approach this problem, and what are the various way you should think if you want to make a career out of like a ML or data scientist, right? वो सारी चीज़ें हम डिस्कस करेंगे. एंड विदाउट फर्दर अडू लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द वीडियो. एंड सॉरी, बिफोर स्टार्टिंग विद द वीडियो लेट्स थैंक द सपोर्टर ऑफ दिस चैनल, न्यूटन स्कूल. सो गाइज, व्हाट इज न्यूटन स्कूल? न्यूटन स्कूल एक एडटेक स्टार्टअप है जहाँ पे यू कैन लर्न मोर अबाउट डिफरेंट टेक्नोलॉजीज आउट देयर. दे विल हेल्प यू गेट जॉब ऑफर फ्रॉम दीज टॉप टेक कंपनीज. एंड उनका एक बहुत ही अच्छा प्रोग्राम है जहाँ पे आपको ₹1 भी पे नहीं करना है जब तक आपके इन कंपनीज में जॉब नहीं लग जाता. They have very good offerings with this course, live classes, industrial projects, mock interviews, and personal mentoring. I will put the link in the description, and I suggest you all to check this out and explore their courses. So moving forward, like, what would be your idea around how to get the right internships? What is the difference between internships at startup or internship at an MNC? What are the best platforms, or what are the best way you use and you to get the internships?
So, according to me, if I tell you what is the right way to get an internship, first of all, if you have a dream company, right? If you, you know, many kids in college have a dream company, right? Maybe at Google, maybe it be Facebook, right? Obviously, you could target a dream company, but try going for a company in your field of interest. First of all, if you are more into handling tabular data, go for a company which works on tabular data, in large amount. And start studying what problem actually they solve, and make sure you have a similar project in your portfolio,
Right.
so that once you apply for that internship, whenever the recruiter or the engineer who is hiring that intern for comes and see similar project, he could actually relate that, okay, I would be able to teach this person more easy, and then there's a higher chance that you could get shortlisted.
Right.
So if you are targeting a company, let's say you are targeting Find or some other company to get selected, Find is a fashion brand, right? So it must be something related to fashion data. So if you could develop a fashion image classifier on clothes, an engineer at Find would obviously can relate to you a little bit more. It's all about how a person could relate to the application. Is increasing the chances of getting selected in that internship.
Right.
So if you're targeting few industries, try to get a small project of that industry in your resume. If you could get blogs, right? I should strongly recommend students or early beginners to write blogs. I wrote many blogs during my starting, and I would eventually write more blogs. So blog is something which translates your understanding into a story, right?
Right.
In blogs, we generally do a storytelling method, right? We storytell a concept or something new.
Right.
If you get a blog down, that is one of the key features which could impress recruiter too much. So what I practically feel that still many people approach me just for job, that okay, are you free for a job? You wrote this blog on 3D deep learning. Would you be interested in pursuing this job? We are working on 3D deep learning. So people get related that okay, this person has worked on this or has a deep understanding of this topic. So blogs and projects related to your target is a must thing to impress a recruiter. And other thing is that obviously presence of mind during the interview. So if you have a good presence of mind during the interview, you could crack open any interview, right?
Right.
Coming to machine learning, I'm not sure about DSA and all. I'm not given those much interviews about the data science, about data structures and algorithms. But coming to data science, a relation with that project is the key thing to impress.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's the best advice. So whatever company you're looking for, try to think out what industry they are working in. Try to find out a project if you can make. क्योंकि ultimately आपका resume आपके hiring manager के पास जाएगा, and like just project उससे relatable होगा वो stand out automatically करेगा, and that makes
If
the
you could
hiring manager.
trace ki what person is hiring, na, just go in his profile and see if he is posting something on GitHub about a problem. Figure out the project he's working on, just make a sample project on that. That person, that your resume will totally stand out from the crowd. I could say
Yeah.
that.
या स्टूडेंट्स को ग्रैब दिस टिप कि अगर आपने उस बंदे की प्रोफाइल पे जाके उसका देख लिया कि व्हाट ही इज वर्किंग ऑन, फाइंड आउट द प्रॉब्लम, और उससे रिलेटेबल आपने कुछ प्रोजेक्ट बना के अपने रिज्यूमे में दे दिया, तो डेफिनेटली यू विल गेट अ चांस, क्योंकि योर रिज्यूमे विल स्टैंड आउट, योर प्रोजेक्ट विल स्टैंड आउट कि हाँ यार, आई एम वर्किंग ऑन दिस प्रॉब्लम, ही इज आल्सो वर्किंग ऑन दिस प्रॉब्लम, मे बी वी कैन कोलैबोरेट एंड वी कैन वर्क टुगेदर टू सॉल्व इट लाइक इन अ बेटर वे, राइट? It's the best way to get that right attention, because if you're not able to grab that attention, you're not getting your resume shortlisted, you're not getting shortlisted for further round of interview. So it's that first process to get your resume shortlisted, and you have to have a good number of projects, like good projects related to that industry. Second thing, I agree, you should be writing good blogs, because if you are writing a blog, you are expressing a lot of students in a way, what their story is. You're like you're working on your own research about that topic, क्योंकि अगर आपने खुद ही research नहीं किया होगा तो अच्छा blog नहीं लिख सकते. You will also get a deeper understanding of that topic, as well as it will be a way to communicate with 100 of people for a long time. So एक बार आके मैं आपको कॉल पे बता दूंगा, दैट इज वन वे, पर ब्लॉग लिखा तो हंड्रेड्स ऑफ यूजर विल गो एंड रीड दैट ब्लॉग अकॉर्डिंगली, दे विल रीच आउट टू यू फॉर योर ब्लॉग कि हाँ यार ये कुछ अच्छा कंटेंट है, एंड इट विल improve your lot of skills, like it will improve your communication skills, it will improve your deeper understanding of the topic, it will improve how you want to tell that story from beginner to end, for the target audience, like how they can understand the topic in a better way. So writing blogs is a must, like I can give a thumbs up from my side as well. uh, what's the next stage, Rishabh? So if I, let's say, I grab an internship, what can I expect from an internship? What kind of job as an intern is expected to do? Because I know for a fact that since company is acquiring a lot of data on daily basis, they might not be even comfortable to share that data with interns, because like it is like a lot of things are going on with the data and privacy policies, and a lot of data which can be mishandled by interns could result in a bad way or bad PR for the company. So what is that intern should expect? Like they should not expect from day one, busting some myths on that or setting the right course correction. What are the different jobs as an intern would be expected to do?
If you are an intern in a machine learning company or in a machine learning team, you should first aim to get your project hands-on ASAP. So if you are dealing with a particular project in machine learning, maybe making a recommender system, get that project. And once that project is done, you should focus on learning more diverse knowledge from that team as well.
Correct.
Diverse knowledge, I mean that you have engineers in that team, you have DevOps in that team. Get to know how your model is reaching the final customer. You must have a pretty much good understanding of how that algorithm which you developed or part of that algorithm developed is serving the right. That an intern must learn from the beginning, and that's how I learned many other skills. It develops the skills in you that okay, I know that how this model goes in a Kubernetes system and how this Kubernetes system scales up when a traffic comes.
Right.
If you could get understanding in your internships of this class, you would actually be ruling your career line vertical from your first year of job onwards, because you would have tremendous amount of knowledge for a beginner at the beginning of your job when your job begins. You would actually not be relying on a DevOps to actually build a pipeline for you. You would actually initiate pipelines yourself. You could propose pipelines to your team as well in another company, which actually stands you out of the team and gives a special recognition to you in your colleagues that okay, he knows about DevOps, which I know now. We are serving on the same post, but he's more into DevOps also. And these are a must thing if you want to exceed the expectation of your seniors, as well as if you want to become an entrepreneur at one point. So if you want to become an entrepreneur after because young people are doing startups like me also, right? And if you want to do a startup, you don't have a team, right? You don't DevOps team. DevOps is a very expensive hiring to do. You can't hire a DevOps in a startup, right? So if you're developing a startup and you are a machine learning engineer, right, you must know everything what is required to make a model accessible to your users, right?
Mm-hmm.
Be it its deployment, be it its scaling, or be it its packaging. You must
Right.
know everything. Plus,
Mm-hmm.
optimization is another game which you must learn really, with total interest in your internship. That
Mm-hmm.
if when you use a model, it is not optimized from the beginning. You
Right.
have to learn optimization techniques, because even if you may end up making a startup, you won't be able to serve at scale unless
Mm-hmm.
until your unit model is optimized.
Mm-hmm.
So that is
Okay.
one of the key learning which I learned in my internship, that okay, my seniors were always, over me to optimize a model, always
Mm-hmm.
get it running in half of the time,
Mm-hmm.
because it makes it more production feasible.
Right.
When you see many machine learning models on GitHub, and many machine learning projects all over LinkedIn, but
Right.
only 10-20% of them are practically production grade.
Right.
That's the fact. Just because you end up making a model, but you won't be able to serve your customers at the same speed
Right.
what they. And when it comes to real time, the world is going real time. These devices are coming powered with GPUs and all, right, these days.
Right.
And people expect the model to run at a real time speed on their systems, right, at the
Mm-hmm.
edge. So you
Correct.
must get an exposure how to make a model run on that edge system that
Mm-hmm.
fast. So that is the key learning which you should learn from internship only, so
Mm-hmm.
that once you start in your job, your growth rate would be really high.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Like since client machines are getting powerful, we are getting a lot of heavy, I would say high processing CPUs and GPUs at our end. We are expecting a lot of real time worth of processing at our hand and getting the results as quickly as possible. And to do that, you need a lot of production grade models which are more optimized for all kinds of devices, all kinds of scenarios with limited bandwidth, limited time. So I agree. Like this is the next part of your learning. You have to get a more depth of the field that you are looking for. Let's say you are working on the visual computer vision. So you have to grab the depth of it, and you have to know like how to optimize it for the production, how to make it work for every kind of people, and support a lot of scenarios, as well as a very interesting point that you brought up that working as an ML or data science engineer, you should not restrict it to your field. You have to also increase your bet. If you can acquire some knowledge on the developer side, you can acquire some knowledge on DevOps side. If you can acquire some knowledge like what the consumers are facing, how what you incorporate in your model that it becomes better for every person in the chain in the pipeline. And also for future occurrences, it makes better that you hire a candidate with a lot of multiple skill sets. So you are good with machine learning, but another candidate is also good with machine learning, but you have a like say certain experience with DevOps or developer side or with the user experience part, then they will hire you. We will get more preference on that part. I do agree on that part. uh, so getting that breadth and depth covered during an internship phase is the key idea. So don't be afraid of the grunt work. Don't be afraid of getting like a lot of work. It is the learning phase of your life, like heavy learning phase of your life. We are all still learning, but if you can acquire as much as knowledge possible from all the key folks around you, if you are getting to talk to them, you can understand the problems, you can understand them in the better way. Do that. And a very interesting point that you brought out was like it would be helpful if you want to someday want to become an entrepreneur or may start your own startup. It will be good to have all these skills as well. Like you can think of data science, like but expanding your perspective, expanding your vision is the right way to move forward. And I know for a fact that you are working at your own startup, Personate.ai, and we will love to know like what is the Personate.ai, what are you working there, and what are your objectives with that?
The basic idea behind Personate AI is to leverage the generative power of deep learning. So
Mhm.
deep learning, as I told earlier, deep learning has a branch which is known as generative,
Right.
right? Generative deep learning is generally known as GANs or others. So GANs are not the only generative part, but yeah, there are multiple other texts which comes into generative deep learning.
Right.
So Personate AI is all about leveraging this generative power to create digital
Uh-huh.
humans, and these digital humans could speak as and what you want in any
Uh-huh.
language or accent. So
Okay.
you don't need any camera or recording equipment anymore. You could just
Hmm.
pick a human or yourself and make it speak anything what you want.
Okay.
So what about Personate AI, the core is all about. Coming to its application, Personate, we are presently focusing on video chatbots. Video chatbots are a solution to replace the present mechanical text chatbots, right?
Okay.
So present all chatbots are text, and it's nothing fascinating about it, right? Even if you say that okay, it's NLP and all that, but it's pretty much mechanical in nature. You know what's going to pop up after a point, right? And plus coming to the engagement side, right? So users have very less engagement on the website with these chatbots, right? You could raise up you could raise up a support ticket over there only. After that, you can't actually give a feature walkthrough over there. You can't actually tell people that okay, if you want to do this, just watch this video which I'm showing you, and just do that over there. A video chatbot comes in that place where everything in the chatbot window is video.
Right.
So visually show you anything over there. If you want to see, okay, if you want to try this feature, okay, take this mouse over here, click over here, and just take this progress bar over here, and everything will happen. So a visual communication is lacking in the present website world,
Right.
right? So if you want to support someone visually, there's a very mechanical walkthrough nature which comes in, and there's no voiceover or no audio support. A video chatbot covers every case of such kind. It could give you a product walkthrough there and then through a video. It could engage you more with a touch of compassion and empathy,
Right.
and it can even give a customer support over there.
Right.
So when a customer support of a video human comes in front of you, it is pretty much a little bit more engaging than a text chatbot in any case. And
Right.
after that, a customer might actually find your website more fascinating in
Mm-hmm.
terms of a wow. So these
Right.
are the basic purposes which person it is trying to solve initially.
Uh-huh.
Once we really have a grip over this, we are going to expand our verticals and under multiple domains, which would be centered on generative videos of digital humans only.
Right.
So that's what personal idea is all about.
Okay, I do agree that, and it's like super convincing. Like if you are talking on chat, but instead of you are talking to a real person over there, so that gives that feeling you that मुझे भी ऐसा लगता है कि मैं कुछ पढ़ रहा हूँ, that will give me some knowledge. But if I'm getting that visually, it makes more knowledge for me. I am like getting it more quicker. I am getting it like I am understanding it a better way. So visual is I am say absolute lead over the text part. And मुझे भी थोड़ा personally ऐसा लगता है कि instead of replying on the IVRS numbers or chatbots, I would love to have a person over there. I have to love to have that conversation जो more personalized feel हो. That personalization makes that wow factor for me as well. So you need that wow factor in your websites, in your apps, and you need that something to go forward to. And I think since you are targeting this problem, I hope to see a lot of products with this working on. And today only I was just browsing and saw that Cadbury ad and felt a little bit of more personalization that Shah Rukh Khan is saying some shops around me and near my locality. So this is what I'm expecting towards to AI to move forward to, like making more personalized things, making the use of space, making the use of the resources in the best way possible. What are your future expectations out of AI? What do you think AI would evolve into something like 2 years, 5 years, 10 years down the lane? And what are the few things that you want someday to happen for our world?
So as we move, this world is right now. There are two patterns which I'm seeing right now in this present year. One
Mm-hmm.
is that the internet is overflowing with videos. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so initially we saw Facebook was just text post. Okay,
Right.
after some years of Facebook, we saw that images were used to come over there. Right,
Mm-hmm.
people used to upload photos. Now everyone is uploading videos. Right, everyone is
Correct.
uploading short videos, long videos, slow motion, edited.
Mm-hmm.
So the content has evolved to this limit, right?
Right.
What I see in the upcoming years is the evolution of 3D content.
Mm-hmm.
Content is going to go 3D soon, real soon. We have seen, cameras capturing 3D content right now,
Mm-hmm.
right? Interactable content. So, right now what content you see is not non-interactable, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you go down the lane, after in 4 years to 5 years, you would see content you could interact with. So you
Right.
might be seeing Facebook with 360 videos, right? These days also.
Mm-hmm.
Videos which you could touch and scroll, right? You could move that
Okay.
video around.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a 3D content video, right? Something which
Right.
is which a user could interact with, right? So the more a user interacts with, the more immersive or engaging the content becomes.
Mm-hmm.
So I project the future to be is a video content world with
Mm-hmm.
interactive,
Right.
and 3D, overshadowing other contents very soon.
Right. Yeah, I think you have projected like very accurately as I see because uh, एक टाइम था जब हम स्कूल में थे तो हम टेक्स्ट बेस्ड बहुत ज्यादा फोकस थे हम टेक्स्ट की पोस्ट अपडेट करते थे फेसबुक वही था later on image part came video part came we have good cameras at our hand we have like wonderful video stabilization and everything in place also we see that Instagram was a more image focused platform but अब उस पे reels और videos बहुत ज्यादा popular हो गई हैं something like every platform is looking to incorporate more videos and I see like it would be better to have 3D videos which you can interact with in real time these 360-degree video कि हाँ यार अब मैं इससे ज्यादा इतना विजन देखना चाहता हूँ क्या हो रहा है ऊपर नीचे साइड में क्या हो रहा है and it would be like awesome to have this 3D content and I see an evolution going towards like as soon as the technology upgrades on both on the computation side and on both on the support side let's say my like phone or my camera is supporting the 3D content recording. I see evolution there. So, like I get a lot of interesting journey in ahead of AI, and a lot of students who can make their career out of it. So, what would be your like parting words for those students who are going to make a breakthrough in the ML world? What should they hope for, and how to like keep hustling towards the end of it and make to the best of their abilities?
So if you are a student and you have a you have a passion to pursue for ML or you have interest just to make a career in data science, I personally suggest that be a student who makes something which the world needs.
Right.
Right. One thing is that you could make solve problem for companies and earn money. Obviously,
Hmm.
that is one of the problems you would serve, and eventually you would able to do that. But what
Right.
I feel a student must target is to make something which changes the world overall.
Right.
You may become an entrepreneur, be in some company and suggest a project over there or something which
Hmm.
helps people. You could make something for blind people. You could make something for these traffic lights, something which solves a real world problem which people are really pissed off these days.
Uh-huh.
You could act, if detect content which is not appropriate for underage. On there's so much content, data is overflowing all over the internet, but it's
Hmm.
not moderated. Although
Right.
many people have control it, but try making solutions which solve these problems of data moderation, solving some practical problem. Try to
Hmm.
do that as a side project or as your mainstream project. But
Hmm.
if you target such things, you would eventually go really big. That is
Correct.
that I could say, as I've seen many people do that. So
Hmm.
people who try to solve a problem which the society needs,
Hmm.
either end up a billionaire or actually could have your name written in many places that okay, this person did some great work for the society. Because
Uh-huh.
once you're at the peak of your career, you would realize, looking back, you could realize that okay, I did something as a give back to the to the people I stayed with, or to the society I lived, to the college I worked
Correct.
with. That must be the aim. Obviously, making money is secondary. First thing, to serve the people or to serve the company in order for a social or something which is good for the people around you.
Hmm. Yeah, I think wonderful advice. Uh, like the idea is to be like use your skill set and use your abilities to solve a real world problem, solve the problems of people out there and society at large. How to make a world better place, how to solve all the problems that are getting people pissed off. That's the best way to move forward. Like that should be the ideal idea for you guys to move forward in that direction. Solve a problem. आपने कुछ देखा घर में एक प्रॉब्लम है नेबर्स के कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है उसको एआई से कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं कुछ रियल वर्ल्ड प्रॉब्लम में सोसाइटी का चल रहा है उसको एआई से कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं डू मूव इन दैट डायरेक्शन money will start flowing in it is the secondary part of your aspect of your life eventually the the work you do will matter a lot and not the monetary part of it in the longer term so monetary part will kick in monetary part will be there for you to support all the functions but making that difference in the society making that change that so sets the course of for the next events is a big thing and aim for that like aim for a bigger like long term goals aim for those kind of things and I really appreciate Rishabh for coming on this discussion, sharing his thoughts, giving us some valuable insights in the industry. What can one person hope for? Busting some myths for the AI and ML students like who are aspiring for. And so I will try to put I will put the link in the description, a LinkedIn link, and you can reach out to him for personal guidance. If you have some more doubts in that. Also, if you can mention in the comments below if you have any other doubts regarding AI and ML. And thanks again, Rishabh, for sharing your experiences with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
हेलो गाइस, सो विद दिस वी कम टू द एंड ऑफ दिस पार्ट 2. हमने काफी अच्छा पॉडकास्ट करा, हमें काफी अच्छा इन्फॉर्मेशन मिली. थैंक यू सो मच ऋषभ फॉर शेयरिंग ऑल दिस इनसाइट्स एंड इन्फॉर्मेशन. आई होप you are all able to get some valuable information, knowledge, and how to make your career in the right way. I will put the link in the description. You can reach out to Rishabh for more context and for more information. I have known him for a long time, and he has been doing some phenomenal work with his. He has been an amazing person. काफी chill और fun life वाले हैं. I have been looking forward to him as an ideal person. So you can always reach out to him for information regarding how to apply for hackathons, how to win hackathons, what should a person look for, what are the various ways to get an internship, and so on and so forth. And we will be trying to bring more such amazing videos on this channel. So stay tuned to this channel. और अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं करा तो सब्सक्राइब बटन ठोक दीजिए, उसको बेल आइकन होगा उसके साइड में, उसको भी दबा दीजिए, so that you get all notification every time I put a video. And with this we come to the end of the video, and I will see you in the next part. Thank you guys. Bye bye.